New Outlook tips and tricks. So here I am in the new version of Outlook. So if you are using this new Outlook application, so there are a lot of tips and tricks that you can do in using this version of Outlook. So the first thing that you can do is that you can now download emails as a local file. So one way that you can do that is that you can simply minimize your Outlook application. Then you can have a folder open. Then you can simply click and then drag and drop that email into the folder. If you do that, it will automatically save it right here. Since I have a file that already has the same name, I can just click replace the file, click yes, and then it is now downloaded right here automatically. If you don't want to do that, you can just right click on a file, go to save as, then you can click save as EML. And when I click that, it will open up this file explorer right here. Then you can just go to a page or folder where you want to save the file. Then you can save it right there. And then right here, another tip is that you can or you have this option where you have a focused inbox and then you have the other inbox. So this is automatically determined by the AI of Outlook. So it filters out your emails. So you have your focused inbox where it shows like emails that are important. While, for example, if you don't have like, if you don't really have like a urgent email, or if it's like some promotion emails and so on, it will automatically filter it in your other tab. So for example, I can go like to my other inboxes right here, other emails. So I have the focus inbox where it has all of the important emails. But when I go to the other inbox, so it just has some not important emails right here. So that is it. So if you want like to remove that feature, you can go to file, go to settings. From here, type in focused. You will see this one, focus inbox. Then from here, you can either turn this on or turn this off. Like for example, right now it's turned on. If I turn it off, as you can see, I just have the inbox right here. I don't have the focused and other inbox. So it's up to you if you want to turn this on or off. From here as well, you can also change the text size and spacing if you want. Right now, I'm using the large text size, but you can change this to medium. As you can see, it will apply, or small. It will also apply right here. Another way to do this, you can just go to the View tab. From here, you can just change the density of the text right here. And then when you view an email, so it usually the default is the email displays on the right. If you want to change that, there is an option right here in layout where you need to choose the reading pane, and then you can change this. So it's either you show it on the right, which is the default, but you can show it on the bottom as well if you want. You can also show this to fill the screen. Like for example, if I click on an email, as you can see, it fills up the screen right here. And then I just need to click close to go back to the inbox. Or you can also choose pop out only. So when I click on an email, it doesn't do anything. So what I need to do is that I need to double click. Then it will pop out in a new window. So you can choose different options right here for your reading pane. But personally, I like to use this one when the email is shown on the right. Then you can also change the ribbon. So we have the simplified ribbon right here, or you can choose to have the classic ribbon where it is a lot bigger. You can also just click this one right here, this drop down arrow, to change immediately like the look of the ribbon. For the folder pane, we have the folder pane right here at the left. You can choose to hide it if you want, or show it again like that. For the My Day, so this is a new application in the new version of Outlook where you can choose My Day right here, and then you will have your calendar view right here, as well as your events that is already listed out. Then you can go to a specific date to see your events for that day. And then you can also like just click new event to create an event for that specific day, and then just go ahead and edit the time, the start time and the end time. You can add the description, the room or location, and so on. You can also click to do right here, so you have your tab for all of your to-do lists. So this is a useful feature so that you can just see the overview or the summary of all of your tasks right here at the side, as opposed to going right here to the to-do tab. But you can do this if you want to have like a larger view of your tasks as well. And then you can create your tasks right here. And then let's go back to the email. From here, you can also do a lot of things. Like for example, if you have an important email that you want to remember, you can just pin it right here at the top. So let's say I want to use this email. I want to remember that it's important. I can just right click, and then there will be an option right here where we can pin it. So let me go to the home tab, and then there is this pin option right here. I can click that, and then now you can see that the email is at the very top. So it is now pinned right here. So I can pin emails right here that is important. So for example, like that. I can also pin like multiple emails that I deem as important, and then they will have their own section right here, so that I will always remember like this specific emails that I pinned. If you want to remove them, just go ahead and unpin that email again. What you can also do is that you can categorize your emails. Like for example, this test email, I can right click, I can go to categorize, then I can go ahead and put a specific category for that email. And then if you want to make more categories, you can just click new category right here. So let's say I put in work, save, and then now I can use that to categorize my emails as for work emails like that. And then I can remove them if I want to as well. I can also click manage categories if I just want to change the names of the other default categories right here. What you can also do is that you can create folders for your email. So let's say I want to create a folder. I can right click, create new folder, and then I can put in work. Then I have the work folder right here. I can move it around in this folder pane right here as well, or I can make it like a subfolder. So let's say I try to make it a subfolder. Now, as you can see, I just dragged the work folder inside of the inbox, and then now it is a subfolder. But I can drag it again outside so that it's now a main folder. And then I can make subfolders as well. When I right click on that folder, create new subfolder, and then for example, I put in like urgent emails right here. And then now I have the work folder, and then I have a subfolder. If you want to move emails, you can just go to inbox. Let's say I want to move this email. I can right click, go to move, and then I can choose the work folder, and then now it's here. If I want to move it to the subfolder, I can just click select a different folder, click the subfolder, click move, and now it's added right here. You can do this manually by just manually moving your emails, or you can also go to file, go to settings, and go to mail, and then go to rules. From here, you can create automatic rules Like for example, you can automatically move your email to a specific folder. Like for example, right here, I can edit this rule and then you can change the name. You can add conditions. Like for example, if this email is from this user, it will automatically move it to the work folder. For example, like that. So you can create different rules that you want to use for your emails. And then that is it. So those are a bunch of different tips and tricks in how you can use your new version of Outlook in different ways. So I hope you learn how to do them and thank you for watching.